Athens Greek hair salons, flower shops and bookstores reopened on Monday as part of a gradual easing of lockdown restrictions imposed 6 weeks ago to curb the spread of the new coronavirus. From early morning, police carried out inspections on buses and in metro stations to make sure passengers were wearing the mandatory surgical masks and in shops to check whether social distancing rules were being respected. Greeks no longer need a form stating a valid reason, such as shopping for food or medicine, or taking physical exercise, for permission to leave their homes. Traffic volumes increased on the streets of Athens and other large cities, and queues formed outside electrical appliance shops, which were also allowed to open for the first time since Greece imposed its tough blanket lockdown in mid-March. Greece, a country of 11 million people, has so far registered 2,626 cases of COVID-19, the respiratory disease caused by the new coronavirus, and 144 deaths, far fewer than in many other European countries. But Greece, which only emerged in 2018 from a debt crisis that wiped out a quarter of its economic output, is desperate to let businesses reopen and fears the coronavirus pandemic will ravage this year's tourism revenues, a pillar of its economy. Local television channels showed hairdressers and their clients wearing surgical masks in Athens and the northern city of Thessaloniki. Hair salons operate only on appointments. Small retail stores including florists and booksellers, opticians and spa services are among other businesses allowed to reopen on Monday. The working hours of the shops allowed to reopen are likely to be extended due to high pent-up demand. Schools, restaurants and bars are expected to reopen later this month. Hotels will start to open from June 1. Dhaka, Reuters. The number of coronavirus cases in Bangladesh surpassed 10,000 on Monday, the country's health ministry said, with infections increasing in pace over the past several days. Bangladesh reported 688 new cases of COVID-19 over the past 24 hours, taking its tally since it reported its first case 2 months ago to 10,143. The death toll rose to 182 from 177. More than 2,000 garment factories in Bangladesh that supply to global brands reopened last week after a month-long shutdown to curb the spread of the coronavirus, but much of the rest of the economy remains offline. Some of the world's biggest clothing companies including Gap Inc., Zara owner Inditex and H&M sourced their supplies from Bangladesh, which allowed garment manufacturers, mostly concentrated around the capital Dhaka and the port city of Chittagong, to resume work last week. Bangladesh is home to around 4,000 garment factories employing 4.1 million workers, and industry groups for the sector had warned that the shutdown that began on March 26 and cancellation of orders could cause the country to lose $6 billion in export revenue this financial year. Competitors such as Vietnam, China and Cambodia have already resumed operations. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has told government officials that schools and colleges may have to remain closed until September if the situation does not improve.